new boundaries in music. I wake up in the morning and just think about what stereotypes I want to break.
A great way to increase your chances of success is by taking advantage of every single opportunity that is presented to you. You want to get as much experience doing a vast variety of different things throughout your life. That way you learn so much more. You get a huge amount of different experiences, and you can learn from different cultures and different people. You just want to experience as much as you can for as long as you can, because you never know when someone will be able to help you down the line of a friend that you made from just meeting somebody at a coffee shop or who knows where.
If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
You just want to get the most out of each and every single day, because you never know when it's going to be your last, and you don't want to make any decisions that you're going to regret. So whenever you have the opportunity to, try something new. Do something that makes you uncomfortable so that you can grow and you can learn from that experience and tell others about it.
We as human beings, this race on earth, have been honoring money.
On the other side of fear is complete bliss. You never know what you're missing out on because you're quote unquote scared of it until you try it. 90% of the time, if you try something that you're scared of, you're going to end up loving it because it's just a new experience for you. And you're never going to be able to experience something like that again because it's brand new to you and you don't know how to transfer all those feelings in it. Show what you're thinking and feeling because you've never experienced anything like it. And that's just an incredible way for you to grow as a person and to learn something new.
I never had the empathy for people who lacked confidence. I had so much of it.
Man, I just had the hunger. My mother never raised me to ask for a handout. A lot of people that got into this game, they walking around with somebody else's chain on or driving somebody else's car and didn't even pay for the shoes that they got on their feet. My mother had a decent job, you know what I'm saying? But she gave me a little allowance, $15, $20 a week, and I had to go out and get my own job at age 15. Matter of fact, at 14, I was cutting hair in a barbershop, so it was instilled in me to go out and just get it, and that made me be a leader around a lot of black men. A lot of times I feel like a lot of people just rapping because it's free. You know what I'm saying? What you gotta do, especially now with Jay writing his rhymes in his head, people ain't gotta pay for paper no more. Everybody just feel like they finna just, you know what I'm saying, come out and be a rapper out the blue. At least with a production, you have to go up and figure out a way to get equipment up and go buy records and do different things. So I'm talking about the work ethic is so serious. And up here at Baseline, up at the Rock, people work. The work ethic is crazy. That's why I feel like we killing the game right now. That's why we cutting edge. That's why we on Flex every week, just crushing labels. That's why all you hear practically is The Rock.
They say people don't stand up and protect their dreams. People are too scared of getting, spoofed in a way. And the irony of it is so many people that are creatives, think about a creative person in school. When you picture them, you probably picture them all the way in the back of the class, sketching or maybe getting beat up. And I'm the one creative, and this is the reason why I went on stage. This is the reason why I did this, because creatives have got beat up my entire life. And there's moments where I stood up to drug dealers in Chicago and said, you can't have my publishing, come and kill me. Do whatever you're gonna do, but you're not going to bully me. You're not going to stop me, because my mother made me believe in myself. No matter how many people tell me, stop believing in yourself. Stop saying what you can do. Stop affirming what you're gonna do and then completing that in real life. That's the improper way to do it. I refuse to follow those rules that society has set up in the way that they control people with low self-esteem, with improper information, with branding, with marketing. I refuse to follow those rules. It's about truth, it's about information, it's about awesomeness, and the only luxury is time. There's two main motivating forces, and I tweet about it all the time. It's love or fear. You can't explain love. My cousin is locked up for murder. I love him. And so he did a bad thing, but I still love him. And just as a musician, African-American, guy out in Hollywood, all these different things, everyone around me tried to pick my candidate for me. So even when I said it right before I went to the hospital and I expressed myself, and when I came out, I had lost my confidence. So I didn't have the confidence to take on the world and the possible backlash. And it took me a year and a half to have the confidence to stand up and put on the hat no matter what the consequences were. And what it represented to me is not about policies, and because I'm not a politician like that, but it represented overcoming fear and doing what you felt, no matter what anyone said, and saying, you can't bully me. Liberals can't bully me, news can't bully me, the hip hop community, they can't bully me. Because at that point, if I'm afraid to be me, I'm no longer Ye. That's what makes Ye. And I actually quite enjoy when people
Yeah, we only focus on music. Me and Common, we'll go play basketball and go to the movies and hang and all that, but me and Dilla, we just, focus on just tracks. He had the organic feel, but still the sonics would break through, and he could give you a warm sound that still cut through speakers. It's like he was making Quincy Jones production sessions just inside of his MPC. Most producers, that can make music that knocks, which is like 90% of producers can make things that knock, especially with Fruity Loops and all that. The sound was usually colder. And then my sound is known for being very colorful and warm, but sometimes I'd be challenged on my mixes that everything didn't knock as hard as I wanted to. Or maybe by the time it came out it did, but people didn't realize I did 27 mixes to get to that point. With Dilla, every time, it's like that kick just sat so perfectly.